know what time it is. This is Kiyha's Jambaliyha. You know I'm always cooking up something hot. Come on in. Let me feed you, baby. Welcome to another segment of Kiyha's Jambaliyha. And do we have a segment for you this week? We're serving it up hot. Right after we recorded last week's show, there was a tragic event that happened in Hollywood that has literally begun to shatter our beliefs in the music industry. So Takeoff from the Migos was murdered. Not only was he murdered, there are a lot of rumors swirling around this situation that has made it very difficult for the family and friends to mourn. But there was a rumor that came out first that it was over a fight in a dice game fight, or they were gambling and of some sort. And I don't know if you guys heard, then after that, a girl dropped a testimonial and said she was there and that he was actually hit by stray bullets, that it had nothing to do with him. Nobody else was hit but him. But they say that it all jumped off, whatever it was. Like, to me, it sounded like she was saying it was like a distraction. And then he caught all the bullets. But yesterday, somebody sent me some, every now and again I get a little tip here and there. Well, I thought it was a tip that was very quiet, but right now it is actually very loud, and there's speculations that he might have been sacrificed. Now, they're talking about this right now because they dropped a music video the very next day after he passed. And the music video actually depicts him and Quavo both, because Quavo and Takeoff have separated from Migos. They are no longer with Offset. They made their own group, like Neff and Unk or something like that it's called. So Neff, I think it's called. So because they are uncle and nephew. So in the video, they are appearing in the beginning of the video to be having the same dream. And they wake up to tell each other that they were having, yes, they're indeed, by stating the different things that happened in the dream, that they're having the same dream. But the video goes to recount the dream of them seeing some kids playing in the house like they were outside, a fight over people playing dice. In the next scene, they have Quavo laying down in a bed, and there's a Migos contract to the left and a gun to the right. And he picks up the Migos contract, he puts it down, and then he picks up the gun. And the lyrics that he's saying in that part are it's crazy what he's saying. Pretty much like, anyways, I don't even want to get into it. I need y'all to go to the media and go and check this out. This is crazy right now. In the next shot, they have Takeoff standing next to a Grim Reaper picture in the corner that says RIP. Now, I don't know if they had enough time to superimpose this into the video, because the video had been done weeks ago, or maybe even months ago, for this song to be released. I don't know if they had enough time to superimpose this Grim Reaper and this RIP into the video, but this is what is pictured in the video. You can go and see it for yourself. I am flabbergasted at what I've seen surrounding this man's death in the last couple of days. I hope that this is something that they might have cooked up after.
Wow, that is like you are bringing it. You're bringing, and it's giving me like these weird goosebumps, like it, because it's really like it's not as crazy as it may seem. Like, especially when you understand Hollywood and you understand some of the things that happen behind the scenes, and it's
about Pat Stay the other day. About this whole thing. Pat Stay did a video. If you go and watch the video dropped 2 days later. Pat Stay is dead in his hometown, stabbed. They said from a simple fight. Somebody had an argument, and like I said, it reminds me of the scene in Malcolm X when at the end, when he's right before he's murdered, and he's like, "Get your hand out my pocket," and there was a distraction in order to be able to kill him, but that was a distraction to be able to make these things happen to these people. Yeah. And I just feel like, gosh, I don't quite know what I'm looking at in the industry anymore. It's crazy.
You know, I'm sorry if I could just touch on that a little bit too, because what I've been seeing a lot of is I watched this little clip with a guy. He's like a manager or a lawyer, and he's almost like urging the Black community. He's like, guys, like you have to understand that the industry is paying for these young rappers to put out this kill each other music. And the industries, he's like, I'm a part of it, and they pay for these kind of things, but we don't play this music in our own communities. Like our kids, like we don't, like we're paying for it, we're promoting it, and it's playing in your communities, but it's not playing in our communities. Like, and so you guys need to understand, and people are being paid very well to create this this music that is becoming super detrimental to your community. I was like, damn. So, but so anyway, so that was the end of
the TED Talk, the TED Talk I shared, no? Is that what you were watching?
No,
well, anyway,
yeah,
I'm gonna talk about it later, but yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, no, so it was something else. Actually, it was funny. It kind of came up in while I was watching some stuff about Kanye, and then there was another it was
that video, Kai, is reminding me like kind of like Biggie and Tupac, right? Like the name of their albums and like the videos and the songs that they came out with just before passing was kind of like a precursor to what happened, and lo and behold, right after, they were killed. And
is that saying that art imitates life, or life imitates art? It's like,
I don't know, maybe especially when it's your label saying, why don't you make a song about this?
Yeah.
Oh, we like this song, we like this song, we like this song, but we don't like that song. We expect these types of songs, so you get these, and then right before you kill the artist, because it's more profitable for them to have them dead in the end after they've created a certain amount of clout. I don't know. I'm just going through it with this. So right now, just to stay on the same tone, you're saying about Kanye. Well, Arron Carter reportedly is dead. Also found drowned or in his bathtub in his house in Hollywood or somewhere in Hollywood, dead.
Wait, what? Hold on, Arron Carter. That's the No, sorry, I'm thinking of Ari, not the Jewish guy. Okay, so who's Arron Carter? Yeah,
Arron Carter is
someone's brother, right? Nick
Carter from Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys' brother, yeah.
No, Arron Carter, Backstreet Boys, Nick Carter.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so he was found dead in a bathtub full of water. Yeah.
And yesterday.
Reportedly, he's found dead after contacting Kanye and telling Kanye that he needs to talk.
What are you saying? This is Kai. You're bringing you just bringing it. You bringing it hot today.
I checked it on a couple different sources say it exactly that way. Like, and it was said that he had messaged Kanye to say that he needed to talk. I am going through it right now with Hollywood. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
Because if we're going to talk about, because I as you guys know, I follow Kanye, and Kanye had put out a clip that again gave me goosebumps, and it was the audio of Michael Jackson on the phone. You guys heard that one? Where Michael was like, yo, he's on the phone and I don't remember who he's speaking to. And he's like, yo, he's like, something's not feeling right. He's like, they want to get rid of me. He's like, they're going to do something. He's like, I'm telling you, they want to get rid of me. They don't want me around anymore. They're going to try to frame me. They're going to try to kill me. They're going to try to drug me. They're going to try to do something. And he's saying it. He's like, yo, nah. He's like, I'm not feeling good.
So can you send it to the group? Can we get a couple of that?
Yeah,
please.
I will.
I'm just like tripping about all the stuff that I'm seeing right now. I'm just like, gosh, guys, like what's really happening out here in Hollywood? We got to pray for the people, because these people are not just entertainers. These are real people. These are real lives, and you really got to be more conscious about, what we're glorifying and what we're not.
No, it's not just because he's my brother.
It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to the next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it.
Oh, gosh, it looks so...
It's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other.
I wanted to go back actually and touch on, do you remember we were talking about Courtney Clenney and her deceased boyfriend, Christian Obumseli? It was an African guy, and he was with a white social media.
Yes,
and
she killed him.
And she killed him. She stabbed him and killed him. Oh my gosh. So apparently there's been newly released audio that captures a heated argument between Courtney and Christian, and where she's repeatedly calling him the N-word just months before his passing. But the argument, when you listen to it, it's the craziest thing. It's an argument about him in passing, riding bikes, saying hello to a girl that she's no longer friends with. He was in trouble. This man was in trouble and had been for a very long time. And I don't know why the people no one encouraged him to get away from this girl. But rest in peace, Christian. I just wanted to just keep everybody updated with this case. So she's actually about to face trial shortly. So I'll be looking forward to them frying her. And other news.
Yeah, okay. Looking forward to them frying her. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to justice being served. Yes, I'm with you with that, Kai.
Right. At the end, I think that means the same thing as fryer. So I was talking a little bit ago about Diddy's relationship with Yung Miami. Child, listen, if Diddy is not, listen, they calling Diddy Papa Love right now. This old lover boy. If Diddy don't cut it out with his old behind, round hair with all these young girls doing the absolute most. So he had a birthday party the other night, and him and Yung Miami were just seen just loving on each other in a different way. And we all know that the young rap star is now dating music mogul P. Diddy Combs, Sean P. Diddy Combs. And it definitely seems as if they are sweet on each other. Definitely appears to be that way. And the way that he loves on her and the things that he's doing for her. But I guess when you have that much money, those gestures are not as grandiose as we think. Because the next day after his birthday party, he was pictured with another girl by the name of Daphne Joy in the islands frolicking in the water. And she ended up taking a picture of them. And the picture was off the reflection of a food tray, like I guess must have been their breakfast for the morning. And it was their reflections in it. And they said in the media, she snuck a picture. She's like, snuck? Why didn't you post this side by side? There was no sneaking here. So it appears that Diddy is actually dating these 2 young ladies right now. And this young lady is tired of being quiet. And she has pretty much come out with some pictures and put up a picture of her and Diddy saying, "My favorite person in the world." But you know you can't play with the city girls, right? They're just not having it. So Yung Miami responded with pictures of P. Diddy bowing to her at his birthday party. And she put, "It was my party last night. I had so much fun."
Ooh. Okay, so I'm away. I really just feel that he's like, yes, as P. Diddy Puff, he could pretty much do whatever he wants. And it's probably very open, almost like I want to compare it to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon seems like he's doing whatever he wants in these streets as well. And I just watched it. What was it? I watched a clip with Drake. Where he was just like, "Yo, really, is he ever really going to settle down with just one woman?" I think when you connect with these kind of mega superstars, I'm pretty sure they could be very straightforward and tell you, you're not the only one. Now it's up to you how you're going to take that, and we're seeing it.
He had a whole interview where he was just like, he and Yung Miami don't have a title. He's like, "I respect the young lady. We are having fun. It's nice that, you know, we get to have fun and there's no pressure to have to identify what it is, you know." So it was like, as I paraphrase, it was all along those lines. At the end of the day, you know, you get what you get when you get Diddy. So take it or leave it, and they ain't leaving, so they taking.
100%. That's what I'm saying.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. When a guy is purchasing you $100,000 cars, I don't know. For me, I think I would be beguiled too. And P. Diddy, if you're looking for another girlfriend, I'm not young, but I am sweet. You holler at your girl, because I would love to live that life. I would love to live that life. You can come and cheat on me anytime, Diddy.
But is it cheating if you guys are just open about what it is?
Right. It's not cheating.
It's just a relationship.
That's where the gangster comes in. That's where the gangster comes in, and that's what I'm talking about. That's really gangster, because a lot of guys is out there cheating when you could really just be in poly. You know what I'm saying? Why waste a bunch of people's time like that? Be honest with everyone, see who wants to stay and build. Like,
yep.
And I think maybe that's what Diddy is doing. And you know what? He's very rich. He's having a great time. So last week we actually talked about Elon Musk taking over Twitter. And that pretty much he had no choice, right? Because he made the statement and they forced him pretty much to take it, right? It says that Elon Musk will reportedly require non-binary journalists to pay $16 a month maintenance fee to remain verified on Twitter. What is wrong with Elon Musk?
I don't. What does that mean? Hold on, explain that to me. Like, what does that mean?
So if you're non-binary, you'll have to pay $16 monthly maintenance fee to remain verified on Twitter.
Why? What's the specific service maintenance necessity for someone who's non-binary versus someone who's gender identified?
I think that the fee is for the standard fee is $8 for verification, because they identify as multiple people.
They don't. They're not identifying as multiple people. They're just
some non-binary are. They're identified as pan, as this, as that, as this. So if you're that, then you got to pay.
But pan's not a gender identity, and by someone saying that I'm non-binary, it just means that I'm not one of your dual. I am just who I am, and so technically they should be paying half. If that's what they want to do, they're like, well, you don't have to use the he and or the she for me, or you can choose between the two. But I'm have to work, so they should be getting discounts in these streets.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it'd be half. I did like them paying twice is because you have the option, according to what you're saying. You're like you're man or woman, so it's like you basically make sure you cover both.
No, they're saying they're neither.
No. Actually, yeah, no, they're not saying they're neither. They're saying, well, okay, I guess
I'm non-bi. I do not identify with one or the other, is what they say. They are just who they are.
So then you're a third category. You're non-binary.
Then make a third category and make them pay the same.
No, he's saying for a non-binary, for that category, you pay more. That's what he's saying. I'm not mad at it.
That's
Why?
discriminatory.
It's his platform.
Okay, but then it's kind of like saying
he also said that, you know, it's a free forum and now everyone is saying the N-word. We talked about this last week. You know, I think that he's just, you know, he's trying to cause an uproar and initially do the Kanye of his people kind of thing.
He wants the downfall though. He does want the down, like
ruin Twitter, ruin it.
Yeah. He bought it because he didn't like it. He bought it because he didn't like it. So like he is creating chaos in it, but like the because like to me it's like saying like, okay, well, if you're no, let me not say none.
Well,
what do you mean? Go ahead, son. What are you saying? Bring that smoke.
No, everybody getting canceled today. I got a job.
Missions. I think one of the things they might have even had in the clause by the way that he's behaving. I can't really say that it's in there. So allegedly, I would think that what they have in the clause is that if you do, being that you made the remarks that you made, you cannot ever close Twitter down. You could not purchase it and close it. You got to actually keep it running. So what he'll do is ruin it until nobody else just don't want to come there no more, you know, as a way to express themselves. But I'm going through it in my mind and I'm like, you know, I just want to put this out there because I noticed a shift since Elon Musk took over Twitter amongst the people around and stuff like that. I noticed that non-melanated people is a lot more snappy. So in ending this segment, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story because I feel like it's something that's actually going on. So last night I had an actual altercation in the casino and a man tried to pretty much, he was just like, yeah, I'm about to punk this girl off. And I don't know what he thought, but I feel like he's one of those people that's probably writing the N-word on Twitter. And it just gave me that vibe, you know? So I go get ready to go to the bar. I check out the bar to see, you know, where there's a space where I can fit in. I go and I slide in. And when I slide in, I go to hail the bartender. And the guy kind of slips in front of me like, excuse me, I'm just going to order my drink. And I was like, whoa. I just seen y'all standing here just chilling in front of the bar. He's like, oh, well, we were standing here waiting for the bartender, but they clearly had their backs turned to the bartender. So I'm like, you know what? Bet. So I step back. I let him order his drinks. And then he calls a girl over and he's like, come. He buys her a drink. And then they cheers. And then they start drinking their drink. So I'm like, excuse me, I'd like to get to the bar. He's like, well, calm down. You want a drink? I'll buy you a drink. I lose it. I walk up and get close on him. I'm like, I will break your jaw tonight. I'm going to make your girlfriend cry for you tonight. That's your girlfriend? I'm going to make her cry for you tonight. I don't need your drink. I got plenty of money. I'll break your jaw for GP and laugh and go to jail tonight. Don't play with me. He like, oh yeah? You want to see? Now I'm like, oh, I'm about to break this guy's jaw. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I just seen myself. I'm like, Kiyha, don't do it. It's like, the bartender must have seen my face and came over. He's like, hey, what do you need?
Yeah.
Serve me, get me out of here right now. I feel like there's been a shift since Elon Musk did this. He made this move. And I just want to tell y'all, we not having it. We are not having it. If you think you about to be out here calling us names, saying stuff, serving us some kind of way, being nasty to us, I want you to understand, we are not having it. This is not Malcolm X. I mean, Martin Luther King. This is Malcolm X. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. We are not living like that no more. Don't try it. So
in the great words of Toby, try Jesus. Don't try me.
Exactly. So that's the end of my segment, y'all. And ciao. I got so much tea for y'all, but I'm gonna have to save some of it for next week. Some of this is not time sensitive, so don't worry about it. But next week I got some stuff for y'all. Remember that I got something to tell y'all about Toby.
Nice.